The Spectrum Phantom or the Radiant Entertainment System Phantom? Which is the better skin in Valorant? These are two of the most expensive gun skins in the whole game, so it only makes sense to compare them, which I'll do based on things like the price, sound, finishes, and more. Having said that, this is all just my opinion, so let me know what you guys think of these two skins in the comments. Starting off with the sound, even though the new arcade skins all have awesome sound design, I do think that Spectrum is just better in this case. It's iconic at this point, and tough to beat. Now, when it comes to the model of these two skins, I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan of either of them, especially considering how expensive they are. I do think that the models themselves could be a little bit better. I guess also the Spectrum's a little bit better here, but it's definitely close. Moving on to the animations though, it'll obviously go to the Arcade Phantom. The Equip animation I think is really nice, and the Inspect animation is better too. So even though the Spectrum does have nice music for its Inspect, overall I'd say the Arcade has the better animations. The one thing with the Spectrum Phantom I will mention is that the colors cycle, which I do think is a nice touch. I guess you could sort of call that the animation of the skin as well. And I do really like that the Spectrum does that, so I thought that was worth mentioning. Looking at the variants now, I think it's obvious that Arcade is better. Spectrum is just like most skin bundles, where there's only a difference in color, whereas for Arcade, each individual variant on the Phantom also gives you different sounds and different finishes. Speaking of finishes, it's a similar case here, where Arcade is just clearly better. I do really like the Spectrum finisher, but it just doesn't compare to any of the options you get from Arcade, let alone the fact that you get all three in the same skin. Finally, we come to the price, and like I was saying earlier, these are two of the most expensive skins in the game, with the Spectrum Phantom costing a whopping 2,675 Valorant points, which is actually 300 cheaper than the Arcade Phantom, which comes in at 2,975 Valorant points. So based on price alone, Spectrum Phantom is better here. With all that in mind, I think especially since the difference is only 300 points, that the Radiant Entertainment System Phantom is way better. I think that the variants, animations, and finishes are all just a cut above what Spectrum offers, but I'd still love to hear your thoughts as well. Which of these two skins do you think is better?